What's up, everybody? This is Whisky in the Six. I'm Rob, doing the Longrow Red Chilean Cabernet Sauvignon cask. Now, this is bottled in 2020. It is their most recent edition. I have quite a few of them, as you can tell. This one's a little different than the other ones. It was a combination of bourbon casks and refill sherry casks for 10 years, then moved to Chilean Cabernet Sauvignon casks for another 3 years. There was another Cabernet Sauvignon cask. I don't have that in the collection, and I don't have the Shiraz. So those were the first two. Those were before, I guess, I started really liking Longrow. So I didn't get those two, but I have all the others. Altogether, we got 8 expressions so far. So, gonna nose this one, taste it, give it a mark. Really like this one. Gonna tell you that off the bat. It's got such a beautiful nose. The combination of sherry, vanilla, and like a raspberry note from the Chilean casks, just beautiful. And then like a sooty type charcoal note on the back end. Beautiful. Dirty berries, dirty raspberries, dirty strawberries, dirty blueberries, that kind of thing. Got like a raspberry covered in dark chocolate kind of note going on here. Or covered in cocoa, straight cocoa. Really, really nice. But then there's this really nice sweetness to it as well. So it's 51.6% ABV, 9,000 bottles total. The ones that will be back on the market in the next little while will all be secondary prices, which is unfortunate. What I love about young Springbank, Longrow, Hazelburn, if it's younger than 15 years, it tends to be really, really well priced. It's not till you get to the 18, 21, and 25 that it starts becoming astronomical and unreasonable in price. The Longrow Reds cost about $130 to $150 Canadian. Same with the Springbanks that are below 15 years old. Same with the Hazelburns that are below 15 years old. So all great value for what you're getting. Okay, a sip without water, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water. Yeah, that's awesome. Dark, dirty raspberries, like I said, cocoa covered, and then you got this really nice charcoal note on the back end, almost like a dirty charcoal. Really, really nice. Last year was the Pinot Noir. It was the, which Pinot Noir? Fresh Pinot Noir? I think it was the 12-year-old. There's 2 Pinot Noirs. If I'm not mistaken, it was the 12-year-old, and I didn't like it. It wasn't that great. It was a little too sulfured for me. Whichever the 2019 version was, whichever Pinot Noir cask that was, that's the one I didn't like. But this one doesn't have any of that sulfur. Just more of a dirty, like, smoky note, which I love. With a little bit of water. Although I will say it doesn't necessarily need water. It drinks really well without. It's not overpowering. It's not too hot by any means. It goes a touch sweeter. There's a little bit of cinnamon coming in with the water added. I'm going to say that's probably from the sherry casks, because that's something that's common with sherry casks in my opinion. And you do still have some of that raspberry, blueberry, strawberry kind of note. Not as dirty now, maybe not as smoky either with the water. But there is the smoke still there. On the palate again. Yeah, really nice. Finish is the best part of this. It lasts quite a long time. You're getting a lot of that charcoal kind of note on the back end. The sweetness is like coming back. You get some chocolate notes, some espresso notes. Really nice. One more sip and I'm going to give this one a mark. There's a buttery element to this. Like a smoky, raspberry flavored butter. Really nice. That's a 90 for me. On any given day, I could probably go even as high as a 91, but I'm going to stick with a 90. I think it's a great value for what you're paying. I think it's just all around great whiskey. Is it my favorite Longrow? I would like to do the challenge one more time. Jeremy and I did it a while back, and I think him and I are kind of on the same page. We're not sure if this is better than the port, and we're not thinking it's better than the Cab Franc. I think the Cab Franc still might edge this one out. It's somewhere in between that and the port, maybe like tied with the port. I would love to do that head to head again, just to kind of know which one's the best. Jeremy did suggest that he was going to open up his whole collection one day and do a 8-bottle rundown eventually, so maybe I'll just steal some of his whiskey. If you haven't seen his review on this exact bottle, it's up on his YouTube channel, Sipper Social Club. This is a 90 for me. I'm not going to tell you what he marked it at. You're going to have to watch that video. If you like this video, guys, you can give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You can hit the bell to get notifications for when I release videos. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can support this channel on Patreon. Cheers.